So I'm here to give you a little PSA about the PSA. That's what I refer to as the Police State of America. It's been pretty obvious in New York City over the past few years through a policy called Stop and Frisk. I'm sure many of you are aware of. Although it's been recently outlawed, they're still taking steps to racially profile people in other ways. And although I am white, and you would imagine how could an angel be profiled? I clearly, and that's why I'm wearing this, I clearly have a more hip-hop style. And because of that, I would fall into the category of what cops would deem as a risk, or a suspicious person. And I was in fact stopped and frisked 2 years ago in Queens. I was on my way to the Queensboro Bridge and pulled into a gas station, got some food, paid for my gas, went to the bathroom. All in all, I was there about 10 minutes or so, and this undercover cop car pulled by me, and as soon as they drove by me, they locked eyes with me. And if anyone knows me, cops seem to have a hard-on for me, and I was right. They came back. They actually reversed. Nice and illegal, of course, but they don't follow any of their own laws. And pulled back into the gas station, pulled right up to me, as I figured they would do, and started asking me what I'm doing, where I've been, and I asked them, "What's it to you?" And then they started mumbling, going, well, we just got a recent call about a disturbance, a couple minutes ago." I'm like, "That's funny. I've been here for 10 minutes, so there's been no disturbances." And they're like, "Well, we just got a call and we got to follow up. Could I see your ID?" And I said, "Why? I'm not disturbing anyone." And then, of course, cops, "What? Are you resisting? Don't give me a hard time." And I said, "You know what? I didn't do anything wrong. I have nothing to hide. Here, take my ID." The guy gets out and starts to frisk me, and my first reaction was to jump. Like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Still, stop resisting." I'm not resisting anything. You're frisking me for no reason. And then I said, "All right, what do you have to hide?" So, frisked me down, took my ID, looked it up. Turns out that about a month ago, I had 2 months ago, I had gotten a ticket, and I forgot to pay it. And so I had gotten a note in the mail that my license was temporarily suspended until I paid it. So I had sent a check in the week before, and quite frankly, I totally forgot about it. And apparently the check didn't clear, and so apparently at that time, my license was suspended. However, I wasn't driving. One could make the logical deduction that, that I got my car there somehow, so I had to have been driving. But the law states that if they witness me driving, that they have the right to question me. I wasn't driving. I was pumping gas in my car, but the keys weren't in the ignition, and certainly the car wasn't on. So what happened? I got arrested. And fortunately, my business partner and fellow moderator of Mindbang, Brad, is also a lawyer. So, one of the few people that actually, fight back, I was one of them. And so he came down within an hour or two after I got my one call, and they let me out on what's known as an ACOD, which basically means that if within 6 months you haven't been up to any trouble, you haven't gotten arrested or anything or prosecuted, that they just let this go. What they let go, I don't know what they let go, because I didn't do anything, regardless of the status of my license. And that brings me to what happened last night. I was, again, right by the Queensboro Bridge, but this time in Manhattan, on the east side, more so the Upper East Side, if you're familiar with Manhattan. And there was a huge point check, and it was 12 o'clock. I had never seen any traffic like this. I mean, during rush hour, never mind at 12 o'clock. So I decided to make a right, go down south, head towards the Midtown Tunnel, and it didn't get any better. In fact, it got worse. It took me about 45 minutes to an hour just to go 20 blocks. I finally get to the Midtown Tunnel, and traffic is bottlenecking and gridlock like you wouldn't believe. So, as anyone knows who drives in New York City, or as anyone knows who's ever been in a traffic jam, people start to, merge from where they are. And so there's one turning lane, but every single lane was merging in. And so I followed traffic and merged in, and I got the same premonition that I did when I was stopped and frisked, because a cop looked over and, as usual, had a hard-on for me. And Brad, who was with me this time, Said, "Nah, you're paranoid. He's not looking at you. He's looking at." I said, "He's looking at me. I know cops. They don't like me for some strange reason, even though I'm not giving off any signs, any suspicious activity. I wasn't drunk, you know, nothing. I may look like a little bit of a hip hop thug. My music wasn't playing, you know, wasn't sitting back like this, but my intuitions were right, and they pointed me out and 3 other cars of the many that were illegally merging, and pulled us over to the side and started to grill me. And you know, I noticed too that when I turned around, every single car behind me was a black person. And so I said, this is something's up here. You know, this is not a DWI check. And sure enough, they come up to me, ask me what I'm doing, this and that, where I've been. Yeah, they did ask me if I'm drinking, but if this was an actual DWI check, they would have asked me if I'm drinking. If they thought I was drinking, they would have taken me out and tested me, but they didn't, and they would have let me go because I was just following traffic. But of course, they didn't, and in fact, I sat there for an hour, a whole entire hour, waiting for my tickets because I knew I was going to get a ticket. And so while I was doing this, I looked at my rearview mirror, and there's one Hispanic woman that I finally pulled out. And it takes 7 people to DWI test 1 person. And maybe that's why they're taking forever. Maybe they're taking forever just because they're being pricks, which wouldn't surprise me or probably anyone at this point. But nevertheless, as we were waiting, I said, you know what? Every person that's going by that they're stopping and eventually diverting ahead of me into a new line was all black people. And sure enough, first person I actually noticed and filmed, black guy. Next guy, black guy. Third guy, you know, he looked a little dark tan, like he could have been Hispanic, you know, aka a minority. Pulled him to the side. And then the final one that you'll see in the film was another black guy. And so, you know, I came to the conclusion, as I'm sure many know by now, that cops are just out to profile people. And in fact, this whole entire eastern side of Manhattan was just one big point check to profile people. I don't know what their agenda is. Maybe they had to make their quotas. Maybe they're just racist fucks. I don't know. But the law states that this was clearly illegal, and I'm going to fight it. You know what? Where are my tickets? So I don't have them with me. But I got 3 tickets for a failure to signal, I believe, a unsafe lane change, and some other bull crap. Clearly, I'm going to fight it. But this just goes to show that what this country is coming to. That, you know, even if stop and frisk was outlawed, you know, they could just do the next thing and now set up point checks, and instead of going up to young black men on the street and forcing them to show ID and get frisked, now they're just going to pull over black men, you know, at will with these checkpoints. So, you know, I hope I'm wrong, but this might be something that becomes a lot more common, and I think it's time for someone like me and others to finally stand up for themselves and you know, let it be known, expose the truth. And as you'll see by the video, what I just told you is the truth. Wish it wasn't. Thank you. Watch him come over and be like, you're not allowed to film. Whatever you want. A black man. Oh, look at that. They pulled over a black guy. Oh, what a surprise. New York City? They never do that. This is like the motor vehicle version of stop and frisk. This is exactly what it is. Like, we can't stop you on the road anymore, but we can stop your car and, so to speak, frisk you.
This is the next story tomorrow.
Yep. Oh, let's see. Let me guess. The next person they're going to pull over is a male or a minority. Let's see here. Now this guy...
Definitely not one driving a German car.
Yeah, well, they're going to probably pick on the nice cars. So.
No. It's going to be a Japanese car, it's going to be male, and most likely be in the police.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, look at that, another black guy. Look at that. Oh, they got another black guy.
It's an Asian car.
Yep. Oh, let's get the black guy again. Next up, another black guy. Look at the guy, he's fucking scared shitless. I don't blame him. You didn't do anything wrong, but no. You know? Yeah, I'm filming you. Yeah, I'm filming you. What are you gonna do? Oh, look at that, another black guy. Oh, yeah, he was lucky. He's driving a bus. No, come on. Get another black guy. Come on. Yeah, I'm filming you. You know I'm filming you. Good. Look at me.
Racial profiling. You, I don't know why.
Because I look like a thug. I got a sideways hat on. You know? Oh, right. Oh, no.
How dare you wear your hat?
I know. How dare I not conform?
This is a police state.
Welcome to Police State America. Fucking PSA. Here's a fucking PSA about the PSA. Fucking haters. Come on, next one, black. Come on, black. Okay, you guys.
Still young guy. Oh, Lisa's right. It's now to you this time.
Alright. So, what are they doing now? Running my plates? Thank you. Thank you for what? Thank you for not fucking with me, for not doing anything wrong. Yep, I'm filming you. You know I am. He's probably gonna start pulling white guys over now that he knows I'm filming him. You know? No, come on. Find me a black guy. Come on. Oh, black guy.
Yep.
Another black guy. Look at that. That's 3 out of the last 4.
Yep.
This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
Total racially profiling right now.
Yep. Yeah, make sure you be white next time. Okay. Oh, and don't drive such a nice car. Only white people are allowed to do that.